Hello.
Hey,
What's up?
how are you?
Good, how are you?
I am busy, busy, busy too.
I hear ya.
So I'm glad we're gonna have a short meeting. I got my car fixed today. I had to do a bunch of payments for a group cruise, and then my daughter's like, "Don't forget, you have to take me to the school." And I was like, "Oh my God!" And then I was on the phone with my mom, and she's like, "How do you do all this stuff every day?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just do it."
Yeah, the fewer distractions, the better.
So when do you leave for Florida?
I'm leaving. Well, we're gonna drive down to Columbus tomorrow night and have dinner with our older kids, and then spend the night in a hotel, and then
Nice.
leave really early on Wednesday, and I'll be in Orlando at like 10:15 on Wednesday.
So you're not flying?
Yeah,
You are flying.
I am.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
out of
Columbus.
Columbus. Yeah, it's about an hour and 45 for us. So I just wish that I would have I don't know why I didn't do this. I wish I would have shopped sooner because I'm not just going to the beach. I can't just throw my shit in a bag and go.
Yeah.
I need to get professional clothing and all that. Well, I already had a lot from my last job, but just want to get some new stuff. They have some pretty specific things that they're asking us to wear.
Oh, really? Mm.
So, oh well. It's all good. It's all good stuff. It's just a
The
little.
weather is amazing here. It's not super hot anymore, so it's a little breezy. I don't know, 80 degrees. So it's not like when you were here last time when it was 100 degrees. So it's really nice. It's breezy. It's perfect weather, actually. So,
Awesome.
but I don't know that you're going to be going to the beach from Orlando, right? There's not
No,
really.
that's what I'm saying. Like all the vacations and trips I've been on recently is just throw my bathing suit and some shorts in a bag, you know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it's a lot more than that when you have a 3-year old or a toddler, but you know what I mean. I don't have to feel like I really need to go shopping for a bunch of stuff because I'm just gonna be chilling on the beach.
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And this is a little bit different because they're wear black and wear professional black clothes, and I'm just
Why black? Some people don't look good in black. Like I'm a black person, but not everybody's a black person.
yeah, I don't know because they're having a prep rally. Sorry about my dog. Um, Hank, that's enough, dude. Um, anyway, they're doing a pep rally and they want us to wear black for that, and they're doing some different specific events. Um, yeah, but I was just can we just wear business casual or business professional? Why does it have to be specific color too?
Right.
But
Maybe for pictures. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. I think that there's something with the blackout pep rally thing. Hank, shut it. Of course now he wants to play. Dude, you are impossible. All right. Let's go ahead. It's already recording, so
Okay. Cool.
let's go ahead and do what we got to do because I know that you have to get going too. Do you want me to? Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah. I just want to basically talk about registering for vendors because it seems like that's where a lot of people are at right now because we have a lot of new agents. I don't really have a lot to share on screen, but I'll show you. Um, so when you are registering for, why do you register for with vendors, number one? Because, can you see my screen?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. Why do we register for vendors? We register with vendors so that we know that they know that we are a travel agent, and so we get paid. So of course, you can go to southwest.com, southwestvacations.com, and book a trip, but you're not going to get paid as an agent unless you register as an agent. So there's a few different ways that you can register. In your back office, these are your preferred partners. So you just go to Book Travel, Preferred Partners, and these are our preferred partners you want to register with. This is by no means all of our vendors that we have. We have access to over 200 vendors. These are the ones that we use the most. These are the ones that are considered the best of the best, and these are the ones that we know we're going to get a good commission from. So start here. Start here with your preferred partners, and if you go to this little button, how do you register with travel suppliers? Click here for instructions. It'll show you exactly how to do it. You can download this as a PDF with our preferred partners and print it out. That's what I did when I first started. So here is how you register with partners. Some of these are shared logins. So if you go to register with GoGo Vacations or Club Med, this is your login and this is your password. Do not change this because we all use the same one in IntelliTravel. Individual registration, which means that you can go ahead and register yourself. You just click on the link and it takes you right to it. I love Avanti, they're amazing. So you just click on, these are kind of this is what I call our back doors. So this is our back door of Carnival Cruise Line. So this is where you want to go to register as an agent and to book your cruises. Keep in mind, it's very important, when you're registering with vendors, you want to use IntelliTravel's phone number and IntelliTravel's address. They are our host agency. If it asks you for host or consorta, you put in IntelliTravel. Because we're under their umbrella, you want to use their phone number and their physical street address. Always use your email address because that's how you're going to get all of your sales and specials and your vendor emails. So make sure that you're using your travel agent or whatever email you've set up for your business. I have my own separate email for Coast to Coast Travel, and every day I get hundreds of emails from vendors, sales, and that's what I always screenshot and show you guys on the travel chat. So if you want to get those type of emails, sales and specials and promo codes, you need to make sure that you register with your vendors. This is my daughter's computer, so I don't have it saved, but if you need the vendor spreadsheet that has more vendors than this on it, please go to Heavenly Travel Team and search in the top bar vendor list. There's like 3 lists in there, but they've been updated a couple times. So just download that to your computer or print it out. And that's going to give you, I think, maybe 60 vendors. Another thing is, if you don't see a vendor, say somebody wants you to book them a trip on, I don't know, TasmaniaTours.com or something, and you don't know if they're a vendor, go to their website and always scroll down to the bottom of whatever website you're at, and there's usually an agent login. So if you don't know if they're a vendor or if you've never used them before, go to the website, scroll down, go to agent, and register with them there. Another good point is Ensemble. Ensemble will tell us a lot of partners as well. So if you go to Book Travel, VIP Partners Exclusives, that's where you're going to find Ensemble Travel Group, and you're already registered with Ensemble automatically. Just click on the red box. And anything that you need to search, you can search right here. If you want to know who is our Colombian vendors, if you don't know, how to find, this client wants a trip to Colombia and you don't know who you should use. Go to suppliers, Colombia. There we go. And it's going to bring up all of your suppliers that you can use for a Colombia trip. If you don't know if you're registered with Avanti, then go ahead and click on info. And this will tell you right here how to register. You can go right to the agent portal and register as an agent. So I know that this is really the confusing part when you first start, is registering with all your suppliers, and it's the most time consuming, but this is how they know who we are, and this is how we get our commissions. So this is a step that you really need to take. You can't really search any vacations for people unless you're registered with the suppliers. So that's how you register with suppliers. Again, if you need the spreadsheet, it's in Heavenly Travel Team. And I think I posted it a couple times in the group chat, but I can post it again if you need it.
I posted one last week in the group chat.
Perfect. One more thing. If you have something, like I had somebody that wanted to go to the Poconos for a honeymoon. This was 2 years ago. I don't know what the supplier it is now, but we did not have a supplier then. You can call the resort and ask for a commissionable rate. So these people were in Ohio. They didn't need a flight. They just wanted to drive and stay at this resort in the Poconos. I don't remember what the resort was called anymore, but I couldn't find it. So I called the resort and I told them, this is Tracy with Coast to Coast Travel. This is my IATA number. I have a client that's interested in staying at your resort. Can you give me a commissionable rate? And it was the same rate. Actually, no, I caught a sale. So I got a little bit lower rate than the client would have got on their own. And it was automatic 10% commission. So don't freak out if you don't find the supplier that you need. If you need to call, usually all of the places have 800 numbers. Just call them and ask them for a commissionable rate, and you can register with them that way. That's all I have right now. I'm going to do some more stuff next week. I'm just super not prepared today. But if you have any
registering with vendors.
What?
I'm sorry, not registering with vendors, but what about registering your bookings?
Okay.
We can talk a little bit about that, because I know Antonio was asking, and I think some other people were curious about that too.
So I just did this today. I had to go in and register a couple of things that I booked. Make sure that you register it immediately or as soon as you can. Because one of my trips, I forgot to register in the back office until they were on the trip, even though they had paid for it in full, months in advance. So then I registered it and I had to wait for the commission. So I'm really bad at that because I'm super busy all the time. So I have to remember, like I do like once a week or once a month, go ahead and register all your things. So let me see how I could do this. I'll just walk you through one, I guess. I did a Disney one today. Of course, I don't have that information in front of me. I don't think. So you're going to go to my agency, my commissions. I think there's another way to get to it too. Here's another way too. I think it's on the bottom of any of these screens you're on. Register outside bookings. Register outside booking. You put in your confirmation number
if I could find when I would do it, but I don't have it for me. Yeah, I do. Okay, so say I'm going to register this cruise right here. Even though I already did, it doesn't matter. Oh, there we go. That's the last one I did. So I put in the confirmation number that Carnival Cruise gives me. First of all, they're going to send me a confirmation email, which I am going to print to PDF on my computer. Sorry. I'm going to print to PDF on my computer. That way I have my confirmation as a PDF already, because I'm going to need it for this. So there's my Carnival confirmation number. And this is a cruise. So I'm going to click on cruise, and then I'm going to put in the person's name. This is my client's name. Don't stalk her. We don't have to put in departure city or airport because it's a cruise only. Okay, number of travelers too. Supplier is Carnival. Date booked. I'm just going to click all these because I already did this. Maybe I did. All right, date booked September 10th. They're going January. I don't know. I think they're going January 10th, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to know the total. I always know the total commission and the total charges because it's right there on my email. Because it emails me an agent copy and a client copy. Total charges, total commission. If you don't know it, you can leave it blank. They'll figure it out when they get the information from Carnival. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in that PDF file that I saved. So here is Rachel's confirmation, and it's not going to show it, but that's the confirmation email that I got from Carnival that I saved. I printed to PDF when I got the confirmation on my computer, and then I'm going to upload that there and submit booking. So it's super easy.
So I've made the mistake before of screenshotting and sending that as the supporting documentation, and that does not work. It has to be a PDF, and you can literally save the PDF just as you're going to print it from your email, and then you save a PDF. So it's pretty much the same information, but because it's a PDF instead of screenshotting, it was accepted. So.
Yeah, they really like to accept that in PDF form. So all you have to do is, save to your computer, save as PDF, and send it in that way. Don't get really stuck on this. What is it? What am I doing? If you're not sure, if you're not, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I've gotten here before, like, well, what exactly is it? If you're not positive, just do vacation tour. And they'll figure it out from there.
Yes, and the other thing I was going to say that people ask a lot is sometimes on the commission report, it'll show up as $0 commission, and that freaked me out the first time it happened to me too, because I was like, oh my gosh, does that mean I'm not going to get any commission for this booking?
Right.
But no, that's not true.
Correct. They don't update the commission report until the month that you're actually getting paid. So since we get paid on the 15th, 60 days from the departure date, that you're not going to see an amount on there until usually the 13th or the 14th. Because same with me, I booked that Greece trip and I was like, why am I getting $0? But they actually go in there and update them on the 13th usually, or sometimes the 14th, but it's actually not going to show up until you're getting paid.
Yeah, sometimes I think if you know what the commission is and you enter it in, then it will say the same amount that you entered in, but
wow.
Don't freak out if it says $0.
Right.
I did the first time too.
And I have agents ask me that, almost every day, like, why am I not getting paid? I'm like, don't freak out.
Right.
It's not going to update until or a couple days before you get paid.
So I just assumed you were finished. Sorry.
I am. And if I have to click out, and if I have to like rudely click out of you while you're talking, I apologize.
It's all good. No worries. Okay, so in the back office where, let's see here, it's under print shop. Oh, no. It's under marketing, sales, and tools. This is how you guys can purchase those incentives that I've been sending out for everybody who watched our first training. If you have not watched the first training, and if you watch the training tonight and you tell me and you message me and let me know that you watched the training or put it in the chat, I'll still send you guys some of these. I have a bunch of them and I'm willing to send everybody. I've been sending out like 2 of them per person just for watching the training and telling me that you watched it. So here's how you get to it. Under my agency, under marketing, sales, and tools, scroll all the way down to online marketing materials under the Travel Incentive Center. And you guys can purchase these if you'd like. The first time that I purchased any, I just did one of the packages, and it was right here. I think this is the one where you get a 1 3-day 2-night getaway, 1 golf or spa rebate, $500 grand air card, and an attraction rebate and a $25 gift rebate. And then it says you can get the whole package for $10. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Right.
Or you can order, I think this is the one I got. The one, I don't know, maybe they changed them around, because I've actually contacted the company directly, and I do have a contact. So if anybody ever wants to contact the company directly, I will let you know. Just message in the chat and say, Ashley, what's the contact info for Grand Incentives is the company, and I'll send you the information. There's a guy who I have his information. He's super nice and great to work with, and I've ordered these directly from the company. So you can go in through the back office here and order them, or you can do it directly through the company. And what you can do is you can use these to promote your business. So you can say things like, you can put a post up on your personal page and say, tag 3 friends and like my page. Tag 3 friends in this post and like my business page. And I'll enter your name to win a drawing, or I'll enter your name into a drawing to win a getaway, or whatever you decide that you want to put together. You can also do share this post and like my page. You can say, and a really good way to do this actually is to do a live video and tell them what you're doing. And then you can do another live video the week after when you do the drawing. And it's a good way to get started with an idea for doing a live video too, because people are going to respond more to that live video than just a post, because they're going to wonder, especially if you've never gone live before, they're going to be like, ooh, what's Tracy up to? Or, what's Antonio got going on these days? That happened to me for sure. But there's other ways you can use them too. You can say register on my website, because you have to have a list of 50 people to start sending out those emails that are generated for you by the company. It's a monthly newsletter that's generated for you by the company, and they actually even target your specific client, and they will start they'll look at where they live, they look at like demographics of the person, and actually like send them things that they think that your specific client would get. They don't all get the same newsletter, which is pretty crazy. So all you have to have is a list of 50 people, and you have to upload it, and then they will take it from there. And this is how you can build your 50 people, by asking them to get registered on your website. You can also say, I don't know, Tracy, have you done some of these before? What are some of the things that you've asked people to do in order?
Well, I was going to say you can also use it for your travel clients, people that book trips with you. You can give that to them as a thank you. Or, you know, if you book a cruise with me, you get this 3-night getaway. So you can use it for travel as well, for your travel clients.
Yep, absolutely. But basically, it's just a way to get people interacting with you and sharing your information, because even if somebody doesn't want to book a vacation right now, or they don't want to be a travel agent, but they tag 3 people, or they share it on their page, they share your post on their page, then that's gotten me business in the past before also. Even though the person who shared it, you know, they're still valuable in helping you with your business by sharing your information, because somebody that they know might want to take advantage of booking a trip or be interested in becoming an agent. So there's lots of different ways. I know that August Reed Hankins has some good ideas on how she's promoted before. Sue Ellen has done some different giveaways. So if you guys look at their pages, they have some pretty good ideas. And here is where you can also purchase them too. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about how you guys can use those incentives. In addition, you know, you can also use one for yourself too, which I have never done, but I'm going to do it because I want to use one and I want to see what it's like to use one of the getaways. I have like a whole bunch of them. So I was just going to book one for myself too. So go ahead and use one for yourself if you want to.
All right. You got to join her, Ash. I got to go. So thank you everybody for coming on, and stay with Ashley, and I will talk to you guys when I get back this evening.
Sounds good. Have fun at dinner.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. So now that's a little bit about how to use your incentives and how you can purchase these. And I know that for Antonio and Stefano, I'm looking up, I'm going to call the company and see if you guys can order these directly from the company, because I don't think it's in your back office if you are based out of Mexico. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about was I wanted to talk a little bit more about groups. Last week we talked about it with the DMO, or the Daily Method of Operations. Hey, Antonio, how are you doing? Good. So in the Daily Method of Operations that we went through last week, we didn't really talk a whole lot about groups. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about different groups and how you can use them to benefit your business, whether that be with travel or with travel bookings, or with adding agents if you are interested in building a team. And basically there's a couple different kinds of groups. So you have the common interest groups. So you can go and look up, like I did mention a little bit about this last week. For myself, I joined groups like traveling, or traveling with kids, or I live in Ohio, so like nature, you know, Ohio nature pictures, or animals, or different things like that. It's things that I'm really, truly am interested in. I join those groups, and then I just start interacting with people. And from there, you can you can friend people, you can message them and talk to them a little bit. I've even gotten some travel clients on some of the travel groups. I had a guy who said, you know, basically he wanted to book a vacation, and how much should he plan to spend, and all this different stuff. And I just messaged him and said, hey, you know, I'm a travel agent. I think I commented and said, I'm a travel agent. If you would like some help, I'd be happy to help you. And then I ended up giving him some quotes, and he said that he's traveling right now and that he was going to get back to me whenever he gets back to his wherever he's based out of, and has a better chance to take a look at it. So you can definitely use those to your advantage. And then also make sure that, so buy, sell, trade groups. And I know last week I mentioned in the know, like in the know is a term that we use here in the US at least. And it's like, you know, Ohio in the know or Columbus in the know. And you can go in there and post an ad and say, hey guys, I'm a travel agent, you know, and list a few benefits of being a travel agent. And, you know, let me know if you want to book, or if you're interested in this business, you can post an ad regarding, you know, getting people interested in the business as well. And so also, like, there's network marketing groups, there's work from home groups, stay at home mom, stay at home dad. There's, I'm going to go through and look really quickly at a couple of mine just to see if I have any other ideas.
Muy bien. Te checan, ¿no? She's checking something. Hello.
Hello. How are you guys tonight?
That's Mario. Very busy.
I didn't hear
Doing
her.
some cleaning.
Oh, okay.
Doing some cleaning.
The
That's
really
why we were a little late.
right?
A little bit, yes.
Thanks for hopping on, guys.
Yes. Actually, that's why we were not on time, because I didn't put attention on the time, and I started making some things, but I double checked it 5 minutes ago, and it's like, oh, it just started, so let's do it.
It's all good. Sometimes I get on some of our trainings late too, just because life happens, right? Better late than never. That's how I look at it. So you can look up like your specific town or your specific state and your area. Like I have US, Canada, UK work from home, but then I also have like, I've looked up different areas that I wanted to target. Like I know that we have room for growth in certain states in the US, so I will look up like Colorado work from home, or you know, specific areas, but especially your local area is really where you guys can really where you can take advantage of doing this and posting in groups. And after this training tonight, I will screenshot one of my ads and put it in the chat so that you guys have some examples. But even just as simple as putting in a question in some of those groups that say like, if I could blank, would you blank? So you could say, if I could show you how to book travel and earn commission, would you want to see it? Or would you want to know how? If I could book your trip for you at no additional cost, and, you know, would you want to have a travel quote from me or something along those lines? But if I could do something, would you do something in return? Is a good way to catch people's attention.
Okay.
And then,
Sounds good.
so there's those kinds of groups that you can, those are the groups like the, you know, work from home, wherever, whatever area you're in. Those are the groups where you can post things in there about, you know, your business, people joining your business, or booking travel, things like that. The interest groups are where you're not going to want to do that. You're just going to want to interact with people and get some new friends and just, you know, get to know people a little bit, like naturally, like you really would on Facebook. And I mean, for me, I enjoy those things coming across my news feed, and I enjoy interacting with people. And then the other thing that you can do is you can you can create your own group, and Lisa is doing a ton of training on that right now. So I'm not going to do a lot of training on it, because if you're interested, I will absolutely connect you with, and I've started connecting some of you guys with, you know, the resources on how to, because Lisa is, you know, putting in a lot of effort into how to create a group of your own and how to engage people, get to know people, and then get business from your group. So you can create a group like, you know, how to be a travel agent and work from home in Mexico, or something catchy, you know, short little name for the group. Mine is called Imagine Moving Forward in Travel, and I think it's probably too long. And what you can do is you can create the group, and then you can unattach it from your business page, and then sometimes Facebook will actually like expose it.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Not sure what happened there, but anyway, so I will just show you guys my okay. I'm going to show you guys my group real quick and some of the things that I post, but really Lisa's the one who we need to look at if you guys are interested in doing this, which I think is a really great idea. I personally have not dived into it as much as I would like to, but after I get back from convention, I plan on doing it, especially for people who live in areas where we don't have a lot of, I mean, it's great for anybody, but people who live in areas where we don't have a lot of agents yet are really kind of at an advantage. The internet is very slow whenever it's on a Zoom. So anyway, this is what my group looks like. And so if you're going to focus on doing a group, it actually does take a little bit of time. So you might want to focus on, like, am I going to post in groups and engage with people in groups, or am I going to do my own group? If you don't have time to do it all, just like choose one or the other. Maybe, you know, get your group going and then, you know, use the other group idea, or vice versa, because it does take some time to do this. So I posted all kinds of things in here, just about being a travel agent, even just like motivational stuff. This is a winery I went to last week, and I took that picture and posted it. There's a live video that I did. I'm not getting a lot of, you can see I'm not getting a ton of engagement in my group right now. This was seen by 25 people. Only 2 people liked it, and nobody wanted to win cash. Nobody even wanted to win cash. So sometimes, you know, like I said, Lisa's the one who's really doing an amazing job with her group. My group, it's there, and it's got like a couple hundred people in it, and that's why, like, you know, Antonio and Stefano too, if you listen to the replay, this is where I could use your help, because the majority of people in my group are from Mexico, and so this is how we could work together to grow business. But you can also borrow these posts, anything that you see, and especially in Lisa's group, because Lisa's done a ton of work on hers, on how to, you know, engage people, how to grow your group, how to get people talking in your group, and things like that. Hey, come here. Hey.
Okay.
So I wanted to just go in a little bit more about groups, and then the last thing that I wanted to suggest is I wanted to suggest for you guys to watch the movie The Secret. It's on Netflix for free. You can watch it on YouTube. I watched it on YouTube whenever I was driving home. Not like watched it, but like listened to it on YouTube whenever I was driving home on a long road cruise not too long ago. Promise I wasn't like watching TV and driving at the same time. But but I just pulled it up because I wanted to. I've watched it like 100 times, and I just wanted to hear it. And I did not, I didn't feel like getting into my Netflix app or whatever. I just pulled it up on YouTube. So watch The Secret. It's really motivational. It's awesome, and we'll talk more about it next week. And I'm just going to stop there. Do you have questions, Antonio? Or anything?
Not really.
Okay.
But well, my question will be something like this. Do you know if in the Facebook like fan page can we do over there a group?
From a fan page?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you should be able to create a group from any page. And honestly, what I just did
Well,
was, I had my group attached to my business page, which is not really. So I'm sure you guys hopefully have liked my business page so that you can borrow things, because you guys know that I focus more on recruiting and talking to other agents than booking travel. I do have my page for booking travel, but this is my page for becoming a travel agent. And I had that group that I just had pulled up on, it was attached to this, and I actually unattached it, and I've been getting some more engagement and people joining the group. So
okay.
you can create it from your personal page or from any page, and then you can, if you want, unattach it from your page, from your business page, and then you can, and then Facebook will give it more, like Facebook will throw that group more love, because if it's attached to your business page, then Facebook wants you to pay money to promote the group. But if it's just out there, then Facebook will kind of throw, let it have a little bit more exposure.
Okay.
So that's a great question. And if you want, there is a training that Lisa did on how to create a group if you're interested in doing that. And I would really, really recommend for you to do that,
okay.
Especially where you're located.
Okay. The group that you're telling me, Lisa, is done or have done?
Yes.
Is the one with what name? Because I don't know exactly. The 5 o'clock?
That's her group page, but her prospecting group that she's done, there is actually a chat for it that I'll add you to. And there's a ton of information. You can even invite people, send them a message and say, hey, how are you? I just created, I have this group, and it's all about, whether it's going to be, whether you want it to be focused on like getting travel business or agents. You can say, for me, I would say something like, it's all about how to become a travel agent. If you're ever interested in joining the industry, I also add some of my secret tips for traveling in the group. And this is the link. Feel free to join the group if you'd like. And if not, I always want to give them an out. So I always say something like, and if not, no worries. That's okay too. Hope you have a good day. Thanks for your time. Something like that. And you can message your friends and just go through, message like 10 friends a day, send them the same message, and then they start joining your group, and then they see all of your stuff in the same place. That's one way to do it.
Okay.
But I'll add you to that group. If you're interested in this, I'll add you to that group, or to the chat that Lisa has for it.
Okay. Perfecto.
Congratulations on your first booking. I'm so happy for you.
Yay!
You made it. You pushed through and you did it. You made it happen. Good for you.
Sí. Oh, we I was actually looking for that. We made a like a format from the form that is on IntelliTravel on the back office that has like all the information for a client to send us, but we made it on for Google Case forms of something from Google.
Google Documents or something like that. Google
Um,
Docs.
yes, and I just wanted to let you know about that because it's more like efficiently for clients or people who wants to fill up the information. We made that.
Cool. Do you
I don't
want
know
to
if it
share
was
it?
a
Do you
little
want to share it with us? You
I'm
could,
sorry?
if you want to, you can
Seeking
share it.
actually for where it is, but
You can put it in the chat
okay.
that we
Give me one
have.
moment. Okay, yes.
The IntelliTravel one is like got so much information. So making your own is a really good idea. And even if you have your own logo, your own agency name, you can like take out the IntelliTravel information and just put in your own personal information too, so that's a really great idea.
Yes, we made something like this.
Wow. That's awesome. So they can do it all online too.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I'll share it. I'll share it to you.
That's very cool. Good job. That's awesome. I love it.
Mario did it all.
Awesome. You guys are working together.
We
That's great.
just double team it. Okay.
What's that?
Yes. No, yes, we're working together in this.
That's wonderful, you guys. I love hearing that. Very
Sí.
cool.
Muy bien, Ashley, thank you so much.
Thank you. Sterling, I see
I just shared to Ashley.
Huh?
I just shared it to you, Ashley. I don't know where to share it for everyone else.
You can always put it in our chat. Feel free to get in that chat. It's
Okay.
just us. It's just me and Tracy and Sterling and whoever, all of us in there. In the Badass Travel Crew Facebook chat.
Oh, okay.
That's the one that's just all of us.
Perfect.
So you can get in there and share whatever you want in there. And it's just, it's our little group. So feel free to ask questions in there or do whatever. Like, don't be afraid to get in there and share your information, share your ideas. We love hearing other people's ideas. Sterling said, where did he share it? Will you put that in the Badass Travel chat, Antonio, and say something like, hey, I created this, and if anybody wants to borrow the idea or whatever.
See, I'm doing that in this moment.
Thank you. Sterling, do you want to say hi? Do you have any questions or anything that you want to talk to us about tonight?
No, not really. I'm almost done with my, that I'm going to launch on October the 1st. That I have been, I don't know if Tracy told you that I was going to do it. I'm doing everything with the promotion, with the launch party here.
Yay!
And so I've almost got my mobile. Wait a minute, I've got the website Sites on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all connected together.
Awesome. That's exciting.
So I'm almost ready.
Very cool. And that's a
So,
really good point too.
yeah, I'm just trying to absorb it all. It's so much, Ashley.
It's a lot, but
It is a lot to learn.
just keep pushing through. Just keep
But
pushing.
I'm so appreciative. I can say I'm so appreciative to Tracy and you because you guys are the best.
Thank you.
I feel you really like working with your team.
We do. We really, really like you guys a lot, and we care about you guys, and we want you guys to succeed, and we want you guys to feel like, you know, you have people who are in your corner and ready to help you anytime.
Yeah. Well, and I do. That's what I mean. And I mean, that's why I said I've been in touch with Tracy. I didn't know if she told you, and William, and we've been doing it all together to do one big brand. To join in, I mean, you know, because I do other stuff here, so I want it all to blend into it so that I can utilize all my contacts, Ashley.
Yeah, you have a lot of contacts. I know you have a big network.
Yeah, so I want to be able to, you know, I want to be able to do that. So
that's awesome.
So we're excited. We're excited. I mean, and you know, the website and writing the do you have a website?
Well, it's funny that
Like
you should ask. I've got somebody on my payroll right now who is making a website for me that you guys will all be able to use.
Did you write the content, or are you having them write the content? Because that was good. That was like an educational thing for me. I will let you know, is like trying to figure out what I wanted to write about and doing a bio and talking about the business and what I have it, you know, what I want to do. I was just going to say that so it's interesting because I don't like the generic one. It's good, but I don't really like it.
It's important to know why you're doing this business. What is your why? Why did you start this business? Why are you even doing
that? And that's what writing about it really does. So if there's something that I would want to share, is that I thought it was very good to do. You know, I mean, I actually have a business plan, so I have the why very well written out, and a plan, a blueprint, because a business plan is a blueprint.
For sure. Yes.
Let's hope. I mean, I didn't have you guys in there, so that's like I think like a big added bonus. I think that having you guys as a team, I did not understand Intel when I wrote my business plan. I just knew I wanted to associate with with either Intel or American Express or Cruise Planners or somebody that gave a franchise. I did not really, when I wrote the business plan, I didn't know who it would be.
Yeah.
And I'm real, like I said, again, I mean, and especially your training last week was really good for a beginner. I think that's a big part because like he just did his first deal. And I think that getting over that first deal is a big deal. I mean, is a big deal.
Yeah. Getting over what? I'm sorry.
The first booking. The first few.
Yes. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And it does get easy. It gets easier. It definitely gets easier. But half the problem with your first couple bookings is having like the courage to press the submit button.
I can see that. I could see that. Because I have to be honest. I've done probably like a half dozen bookings, but I don't put them on the site. I've just done it for my friend on the phone.
What do you mean?
I call them back and let them do it. Not with me, not with anybody. They're just doing bookings. I just get them the best.
What? What are you?
Tracy knows that she's kicked my butt about it. But yeah,
oh my gosh, no, don't do that. That's why you do this business, Sterling.
I know. We're almost ready. We're almost ready.
All right, all right. That brings up a really good point, though. If you haven't launched your business yet, you know, we can definitely talk about launching. And if you have launched your business and you've been in the business for a while, you can always relaunch too.
Yeah, and promotion. I mean, that's a big part because I'm really you know, I'm nervous about doing that and the promotion part. Yeah, if there and any of that, because I'm going to help William. Like if you've got somebody already doing your website, after we get this done, if there's anybody that needs help, William, you know, Tracy's graphic guy, him and I are going, because I'll write the content. 'Cause I'm a writer.
Awesome. That's a great idea.
To help anybody that wants that. So, you know. But,
So
you know,
I just bought the domain name last week, and it's called WCTravelbusiness.com. And when it's all said and done with, it's going to be a website that you guys can use too to share out to people who want to become travel agents. And it will have like some different sections, some different videos and things like that, a lot of different information. And by the time they're done viewing the information in the website, they should have a pretty good idea of if they want to be a travel agent, if they don't want to be a travel agent, or if they have more questions and they want to like schedule a phone call to talk more about being a travel agent. So our team will have our very own website for that.
okay. Well, and the good thing is that you'll be able to direct, because since I have a brand, you know, before this, because, you know, I do TV and radio, is you'll be able, like, that's why I said you guys can look at, because like I'm doing every social media there is.
And that's really awesome too. That's great.
You know, and I think with a home-based business and what this is, I think that's essential, you know, because there's like, basically I have like 6 different outlets, and then the 7th thing that I think is the lucky thing is me. You know, the last thing you have is yourself out in the field, in a sense. So, I mean, there's 7, I feel that there's 7 very important, you know, social media outlets, you know, between, you know, YouTube, doing blogs, everything, Twitter, there's everything. You guys, and that's what I mean, look at the business you guys are doing with mostly Facebook.
Facebook and Instagram for me. I've barely touched LinkedIn or Pinterest. I'm not even on Twitter with my business at all.
Yeah, and see, I want to, and I've got direct, I have direct text to their phone where I can text right to their phone. Actually, you have to buy that service, but but it's the most effective because it has a 98% open rate. Hardly nobody doesn't not open a text.
Yeah, that's a really good point, and that's a great idea too.
So.
When you're
And
first
I'm trying to, one of the things that I've been doing, like where I said getting ready, is I've been making sure that everybody's in my contact list wants to be on there, because when you start sending advertisement, remember they have to have opted in for it. So I'm trying to have at my launch this week 15,000 contacts.
Wow, that's amazing.
To launch. I mean, that I wanted 25, but I've eliminated more than that already. Wow. I had like 50, I think I had 47,000 to go through.
Sorry, guys.
And that many I lost. That many emails I lost a ton of emails. 25,000 easily that I have that were hanging in my email box that are dead. So I think that's the point too down the road, as you've been in business a while, is to update your contacts.
Most
to make
definitely.
Sure, to make sure they're viable. So, but that's all. I mean, next week when we talk on Monday, it should be long. I mean, but no, I should be getting ready to do it that night.
Yay! That's wonderful.
Well, I mean, I hope that I'm there with that everything, all the buttons. What I'm really working on is to make sure all the buttons work, and then that I understand that, so that if somebody goes there and does go book, that I know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And I've only done the Orlando, the ones, the outside webinar, is learning about Orlando. Then I've got to get into learning about the different vendors.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Definitely.
that's it. So I don't know.
And when you focus on social media too, you should, I mean, Sterling, it might be a little bit different for you specifically, but I know for myself, I really I like focus on Facebook first and really kind of learn to navigate my way around Facebook. And then and then I started with Instagram, and, I have my YouTube channel now and LinkedIn and other areas, other platforms that I am educating myself on more, but, don't try to just do every single one all at once. Pick one or two and get involved with those, get, educated on those. Hank, come here. And then,
and the other good point that's either somebody in your group or somewhere or in Intel's, videos, actually is to make sure you're doing it not on your personal. It should not, like I have a ton of people at Sterling Powell, but but everything goes through there. I'm having to open, the new one in my business name. And then that's what I'm doing the launch for, because I got to move those people over, hopefully. But you don't want your personal information on there.
right.
You don't want to be showing your kids pictures at school and then trying to sell a Carnival cruise at the same time.
Right. Right. And you also want to make sure that you're not putting like IntelliTravel or Planet Marketing's information out there. You want to be able to develop a relationship with people and send them, and for branding purposes, send them to your travel agency, your personal travel agency.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are all really good things too. And I think next week.
And next week, Ashley, when I do this, I mean, maybe I'll contact you during like a Thursday or Friday when it's almost ready, if you have any time to look at it. But you can be as brutally critique it as brutally as you want, because you and I both know that, when you do testings that how do you learn how to walk? You fall down. So I mean, I'm not expecting it to be perfect. I'm trying to make it perfect, but I'm not I know that there's going to be things. So if you look at it and you see something, please tell me.
Okay, yeah, send it up, put it in the group and ask everybody to give feedback.
I will. We will.
That also brings a good point too, that something that I have a fault on, and I don't know, but you mentioned the word perfection, and there's a saying that says like procrastination and perfection are huge barriers in your business, or can be. So don't worry about like making sure that post is perfect, or making sure that everything is exactly perfect before you launch it or before you share it, because just start getting your stuff out there and you will perfect it as you go. And that's okay. Like nobody wants anything to be perfect, really. I mean, as far as a website or something, that's a little bit different, but when you are starting to share content, post things on Facebook, don't get all caught up on, oh, this has to be exactly perfect before I can post it. Just however much time you have to devote to it, devote that much time, and whenever it's to the point where you like it, just go ahead and start sharing your stuff, because that's what's going to bring you business, and you will get better as you go.
Well, and that's why I give myself dates. I don't give myself perfection. I give myself and Tracy will tell you that I said October the 1st back when I basically signed up as my launch date, and that's what I've stuck to. And no, that's why I said, if you guys can come in and critique it, I know it's going to be wherever it is at midnight on September the 30th.
Perfect. That's awesome. I love that.
And then launch, because I agree with you. You can't, if you keep procrastinating over it, it's not going to happen. And I want to be able to do some holidays and get ready for next year, for 2020. That's what this quarter is for, is to get me prepared for 2020. So that's it. But yeah, thank you. Thanks for asking. you know.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. That's awesome.
Mm.
Well, I'm gonna go, guys, because it got completely dark while I was outside.
Okay,
And
I see that. And I'm in here with Miss Coco. She's my understudy. There's my assistant.
aw, my dog is probably like piercing your eardrums because he wants to go inside with my son.
Yeah. And these two, they got bored with it. See, look, they're both worn out.
Oh my gosh.
They're worn out. They're ready for dad. You know, they're ready. Like, can we get out? Can we go into another room other than where you've been in front of that computer?
That's funny. That's cute.
Thank you. What was the new guy's name?
The other person on this call,
Yeah, how do you say his name? Because I'm trying to learn Spanish, but I'm not very good with it.
Antonio, do you want to share anything or say anything?
Oh, I
Hola.
saw the M. How do you say
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Ah, muy
Oh,
bien.
I think it's his girlfriend. Is it
My girlfriend.
is it her name that comes up,
Yes.
Antonio? Okay.
Yes, because it's her user.
Ah, okay.
She's my
So
girlfriend.
you speak Espanol. I'm taking a class right now.
Excelente.
Yeah, so
Muy bien.
I'm trying to learn. Yes, I'm trying to learn Spanish.
Excelente, my friend.
Okay, excelente. Yeah, you know. I know. I can tell you. Okay, mi hombre es Sterling. I can tell you my name is Sterling. ¿Cómo estás? You know.
Perfecto. You know the
Which is more
basic, the basic Spanish. The basic Spanish would be, dame más tequila. ¿Dónde está el baño?
Yeah.
Más, por favor. That's it.
The bathroom and tequila and
thank you.
Sí, gracias.
And please.
Gracias, por favor.
I'm learning a little bit by default.
You know, my partner is Colombian.
Okay. From Medellin.
Medellin, that's it. Yeah, see up here.
Sí,
And I'm getting ready to buy a condo in Medellin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I hope to. And
Are
then
you relocating?
Huh?
Are you relocating?
I'm going to be there maybe 6 months out of the year. I mean, not really, because, you know, I mean, I don't want to get into everything I'm doing with the business, but yes, I mean, that's part of the plan. And you're coming to Colombia too, actually. You just don't realize that Tracy and I have that earmarked on there. You just don't know that's on your travel agenda yet.
Hey, it's a United States. I'll book my ticket.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on such a deal. You're not going to be able to say no.
All right.
If I get the deal that I've got with Spirit, that I'm trying to work on with Spirit, then everybody's going to want to go.
Sounds awesome.
Nice.
It will be so good for you. Let's take a trip to Medellin.
I'm excited to hear more.
The magic of
Medellin, Colombia.
Colombia. It's beautiful. I feel like I landed in paradise.
Aw, that's great.
And I didn't know that when you know, that's the wonderment of what we do, or what you know, in the sense what this is about. Because I think travel and vacations and journeys and adventures are so so wonderful, because I did not know that it would transform my life all the way to the fact that now I'm going to move there when I took the trip. And I think that happens to lots of people. That's why travel agents and travel are so important, because it can be transformative.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the icing on IntelliTravel and this thing is that this can change your life too.
For sure.
On top of this, I mean, it's changing yours and Tracy's and all of ours, and what we're doing as travel agents and business. It's different. So I'm very excited. So
awesome. Very good. Very
so
good.
can I ask Antonia, where did your booking come from? Was it family? Was it off the internet? Or how did you get the booking? The first,
Family.
okay. So
Yes.
somebody, okay. All right. So that you just went with it. And I've got one that's coming. She's waiting for next week, my sister. She wants to take a big trip. So she's probably going to be my first booking.
You don't
Excellent.
get credit for that
Officially,
booking.
officially,
Darling.
officially. Huh?
Make sure you get credit for that booking.
Oh,
or
that one I've been trying to make her hold off because she'll go on a 2-week. The last trip she took, she went to the Mediterranean for 68 days.
Wow.
Wow.
She left forever. It was like, oh my God, how can you take almost a 3-month trip? Over 2 months off.
This is the family, guys.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
It looks like your cat waved.
See?
They do. Coco will say hello because she thinks she's a cat.
Hello, Coco.
Hola, Coco.
They know Spanish. They know Spanish better than their dad.
Ah, muy
Hola,
bien.
Coco.
Nice to see you guys.
All right. All right, Ashley. Thank you for having the meeting. Nice to
Thank
meet
you,
you.
Ashley.
All right,
Thank you.
guys. Thanks for hopping on. We'll talk to you soon. Let us know
Yes.
if there's anything.
Like
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.